Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Martin Lutheran Knights and your Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Tonight's NFHS broadcast is brought to you by Hefty Seed Company. Please contact Todd Trainer, 507-231-6144. Martin Lutheran Knights coming in to tonight's contest 1-6 on the season. The Bulldogs 3-6 on the season. Your starters are on the screen for the Bulldogs. It's the 5 seniors. For the Knights, we'll get to the starters in just a little bit. Once again, it is the same crew they've used all season long for the Bulldogs. Hagen, Anderson, Olson, not Ford, Wolf, and Morton are the starters. In earlier action tonight, the 7th grade girls of JWP beat Mankato Loyola. The 8th grade girls beat Mankato Loyola. JV had a win over Martin Luther. So we're looking to go 4-0 on the night for the girls program here. And we're all set for tip-off in just a moment's notice here. I'll put a fresh 18 on the clock. And we'll get it up there for you in just a moment. Whoopsies. A black SUV is parked in a fire escape, so that's why, if you heard that at home, that was the announcement, that a black SUV needs to be moved immediately. And we're all set. That's Wallace and Morton on the tip. And wow, what a leap by Wallace, and she easily wins the tip. And Brumman possesses it. And the Bulldogs go out in man-to-man defense to start. Steinhaus over to Brumman. Brumman calls 2. What that means, we don't know. We'll find out. And it's up for 2. Wallace is off. Rebound, Morton heading the other way. It's Hagen. Inside drive. Whoa, a little too hard off the glass. Big rebound by Wallace. Heading the other way, it's Brumman. Cross center court. Calling 2 again. We didn't really see what that was the first time. Maybe the second time's the charm. Maybe that's why it's called 2. It's out to Krenz. Now to calling 1. It wasn't the charm. Screen set by Wallace. Inside drive. It's over to Brumman. Brumman fakes. Drives it in. And the put-in is good for Geistfeld. She's listed at 6 feet tall. That is a legitimate 6 feet. She certainly looks to be all of that. Oh, I thought there was a travel there, and there was. And full court press being utilized by the Bulldogs. A little bit of a hesitation step there by Krenz. Gets it over to Brumman. Man-to-man still being deployed by the Bulldogs here. The fake. Blocked by Hagen. It's going to stay with the Knights. Brumman will inbound. Nice move there by Geistfeld. That's 4 points right away for the 6-foot junior. Nice inbound play over to Hagen. Baseline throw over to Wolf. Wolf hesitated a bit, not fouled on the way up. Geistfeld the rebound. Over to Brumman. Brumman now takes the handoff, heading up the other way, across center court line. Calls play 2 again. Over to Geistfeld. Down low, try to get it to Wallace. Wallace saves it. That's Steinhaus. Over to Krenz. Krenz setting it up now. Over to Brummond. Screen set by Wallace to Steinhaus, to Geistfeld. And Geistfeld traveled. Hagen to inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Olsen. Anderson to Wolf. Wolf, the baseline drive, the inside drive. The three-pointer clings off the iron. Long rebound by Anderson. Anderson, the no-look pass to Morton. Back out to Anderson. Anderson fakes, sets, shoots. Nothing but net. Drummond with the ball for the Knights. Over to Geistfeld. Down low to Wallace. Gets her own rebound. Oh, she was walking all over. Cords and Stanky entering the contest for the Bulldogs. And that's Olsen. Out to Olsen. Stanky fakes. It's punched out, and it will stay with the Bulldogs. 14:44 to go in this first half. Stanky gets it into Anderson. Tried to force it to Stanky. Stolen by Drummond. And now it's the Knights heading the other way. Drummond waiting. Gets it over to Krenz. Down low to Geistfeld. The fake, nice shoulder fake. Nice move. And Geistfeld's up to 6 points. She has 100% of her team's points so far. No, not stolen. It was punched out by Drummond, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Stanky to inbound. Are they going to do the same inbound play? We'll see. No. Wolf to Anderson. It's off. Rebound, Geistfeld. Krenz over to Drummond. Foul. Oh. Does it again. She's up to 8 on the contest. And number 30, Macy Quinn, enters in favor of Steinhaus for the Knights. That's the first substitution for the Knights. First team foul by the Bulldogs. And somebody in the audience purred like a kitten, and that seemed to have thrown Geistfeld off just a little bit, maybe. Stanky, I thought that was a travel, but it wasn't. It was stolen, though, by Macy Quinn, but she travels. One thing about this official that you see on your screen, he does not do wishy-washy calls. He shouts it. You'll hear it at home, I'm sure. Gets it into Olsen. Olsen for 2. It's off. Rebounded by Drummond. Nope, there's a scrum for it. And a jump ball is the call. And it favors the Bulldogs. Wolf to Anderson to Stanky. Lead pass over to Anderson to Olsen for 3. It's in. That's a 3-pointer. Krenz with the ball. To Quinn. Drummond fakes, and then inside drive, dribbles it. Nope, there's a foul called. Blue 2-0 push. You could probably hear it. Hanna Olsen. Geistfeld maybe forces it that time, but Cords comes away with it. That's Hagen. No one stops the ball. Offset shot. And, there's a... Oh, boy. Looked like a Grizzlies wrestling match there. Of course, I think our wrestling team, of course, consolidated with Waterville Legion Morristown, known as the Grizzlies. I believe they're out of town tonight. I think I saw the bus going out earlier. They might have just been going to practice, though. They practice sometimes at Waterville. Foul. Let's see, it was on Stanky. That's her first. Loose ball foul. Down the court they go. That's Krenz across the center court line. The boys not in action tonight. You see a lot of the varsity boys players in the front row watching their counterparts. The girls team. Oh, no shot. 3 in the key is the call. Hagen inbound. 8-5 is the score. Olsen across center court. Just a little over 12 minutes to go. Cords, nice fake. Nice movement, gets it over Olsen. Olsen fakes. And 3 in the key the other way. So yeah, you can't plant the flagpole in the sand in that territory. You really gotta keep moving when you're one of those big posts down low. They'll call 3 in the key every time, and they've called it 2 times in the last 2 possessions. So these refs are certainly looking for that tonight. Quinn picks up a dribble, passes it to Brumman. Brumman, inside drive, nice pass to Geistfeld. Misses it. Maybe a little push off there by Wallace, no call. She puts it up. Geistfeld up and in. Nope, not up and in. She's off. Nice pass to Cords. Cords puts it up and in for 2. And the foul. And we'll see if they can. And Cords ties it up. And Steinhaus re-enters the contest in favor of Krenz for the Knights. Oh, and she traveled. Long step there. Blue is the call. Oh, errant pass, and it's stolen away. No, it's not stolen away. Now that errant pass was. Geistfeld the steal. Geistfeld over to Brummond. Brummond calls out 2-3, maybe a 2-3 zone being used. I see man still. Gets it over to Steinhaus. Lynch goes for the steal. Prunty's doing the clap, which means when the defense is good, she claps, and it gets the crowd involved, certainly. Quinn to inbound. Gets it into Brummond. Down low. Wallace can't put it in. Going the Bulldog way. Morton re-entering the contest for the Bulldogs, as is Anderson. As is Wolf. .10:42 to go in this first half. That's a long 2. It's way off. Rebound Quinn. And that'll count. Wallace is fouled on the way up. Foul is on Wolf. Heading to the line for the three-point play. Free throw is up. Up and in. One possession game. Olsen heading the other way. The quick shot up and in for two. Faster than you can call almost when they're running full speed. Down low. She traveled. And it's off. That's going to be off Hagen's foot, and it's going to go to the Knights of Martin Luther. .32 is the call. We'll see what that means in a moment. There it is. That's the clap. And a foul down low. Boy, when Prunty claps her hands, that gets some of the fans clapping, and you like to see that. You like to see some enthusiasm from our crowd. Not a bad crowd tonight, maybe a little more than usual. Not split with the boys tonight. Of course, still front row seats available for you to join us for our next contest. More on that later. And the big fake by Geistfeld gets to Quinn. Quinn can't finish. Morton the board. Over to Anderson, momentarily loses it. Over to Olsen. Olsen the drive, quick pass to Hagen. Hagen in baseline drive. Knocked to the ground and throws it out of bounds. And that'll go to the Knights of Martin Luther. Martin Luther High School located in Northrop, Minnesota. A little bit, I believe, beyond New Ulm, but not quite to Windham. So between those two. To the best of my knowledge, they do not have a public school in Northrop, Minnesota. So I'm sure a lot of the kids from Northrop go to Martin Luther. And some fans reaching out there. They better not touch the ball when it's still in play. That's Hagen driving over to Olsen. Olsen for two. It's off. Yeah, I don't know what the penalty on that is. I know in baseball, if a fan reaches in, it's fan interference. What is that in basketball? I don't know. Never seen it happen. I hope I don't ever see it happen. The Knights get it in. Steinhaus, cross center court. To Brummond. Brummond to Quinn. Oh, and she wasn't ready for the pass, and you can kind of tell by the way she finished that she didn't know what to do with it when she got it. Anderson puts it up and in for two, and that is the first lead of the contest for the Bulldogs. They were behind by 6 at one point early in the half, but now that's gone. Geistfeld, the theatrics were more than the contact, so no call was there. And now Wolf's rolling around, and now Geistfeld with a big boot to the chops of Anderson, and they shake hands, though. Boy, that looked like WrestleMania out there. That was a wild one. Anderson looking for someone to give it to. Olsen, the floater, it's off. Rebound, Gray. And it's over to Krenz. Krenz taking it down across the center court line. Down low to Geistfeld. Quinn for three. It's off. Rebounded by Hagen. It's in for three for Anderson. Timeout is called by Coach Leslie Wokash. One thing, I've never seen this before. Ever, I don't think. Coach Leslie Wokash is wearing blue jeans. I've never seen that at a varsity level. But hey, blue jeans or denim pants or khaki pants, whatever it is, a win's a win. But we mentioned earlier we got some upcoming contests coming up. Saturday, 4 p.m. January 9th. Triton of Dodge Center, Minnesota coming into town. I'll be here for that one. But of course, the best seat in the house is here live. Front row seats available. Please join us Saturday. You didn't have anything going on Saturday? Now you do. Join us at 4 p.m. Triton of Dodge Center coming into town. And we're back from the timeout. Clock's a little accelerated right now. There's actually only 7 minutes to go in the first half. I will stop it a little bit to let it get caught up. Krenz the three. It's off the front iron. Long rebound. Possessed by Olsen. And Anderson on the other end puts it up and in for two. Over to Krenz. To Quinn. Steinhaus over to Krenz. They keep passing it around. And there's the clap. And it's in for Steinhaus. Olsen calling the shots. Cross center court. The new Bulldog logo. Much talked about Bulldog logo. Put in this summer. Wolf, it rattles out. Going the other way are the Knights. Many of these Knights have not had a substitution all game. Haven't seen Brumman to take a seat. Haven't seen Wallace on the bench either. Geistfeld just took a leave of absence. She'll be back, I'm sure, by the end of the first half. Over to Brumman. Brumman can't find anybody open. Takes it assault. It's off. Rebound Quinn. Good offensive board by the Knights. Second possession, or second chance possession. Steinhaus the ball fake over to Quinn. Quinn over to Krenz. Krenz the launch three. And ready, set, aim, fire. It's in. And it's down to a 1-point game. You could see it was a very labored launch on that three, but it went in. The hook shot, good idea, but does not fall in for Corrids. Over to Steinhaus. Steinhaus back to Wallace. And yeah, it was stolen away by Shook, who I forgot to mention she just entered. But there was a foul by Brummond. Second team foul by the Knights. That's Brummond's first. Cords takes a seat on the bench, and Shook will inbound to Olsen. Anderson to Shook. And Stanky fakes. 3 seconds in the lane is the call. I said they weren't gonna go for that tonight, and that's the third call of the first half. Kind of a slow pace to this first half for the most part. Relatively low scoring. White 2-2. You could hear it at home. Foul on Brumman. That's her second. 2-2 has 2 fouls. And here we go. Olsen. A little off. Geistfeld, the big rebound. She's back. 2-3 is the call. Not the zone, but the play. Over to Brummond. Nobody to help her out. That might have been a good look for Brummond if she would have squared up to the hoop. She doesn't. And it's a kick ball. It will stay with the Knights. Yeah, we've had one timeout in this first half too, so we haven't had a chance to get to our sponsors. We will, our local sponsors. They've certainly earned our respect. We'll get to them. Morton, the crane-like shot. It's off. And a foul is called. And 2-2, that's Brumman's third. So now one of the starters in foul trouble with 3. 4th team foul by the Knights. 3 of the 4, 75%, are on Brummond. At the line for free throws. And it's over the top of the hoop. Morton hoping to do a little better job on this next one. It's up. Clangs off the iron, as they say. Rebound by Wallace, and I think she was held, and she was. Blue 1-0, that's Hagen. Hagen's first. 6th team foul. That's Steinhaus. Nice pass to Quinn, and she puts it in for 2. And now it's the Knights with the lead, 18-17. Olsen off the backboard twice, and it goes in. 3rd lead change of the game. Bulldogs with the 1-point lead. Quinn. What's the call? We're waiting for it. I believe it's going to be on Hagen. And it's bonus town for the Wallace's shot is up. 1-1 situation. It's off. Big rebound by Geistfeld. Nice move. Blocked by Morton. Olsen the rebound. Oh, ouch. That sounded like it hurt. But Krenz is tough and gets right back up to her feet. Oh, boy, bad pass, and it's stolen away by Quinn. Quinn. It's up, it's off. Rebound Olsen. Heading the other way, a little over 2 to go in this first half. Anderson will re-enter the contest. Next dead ball. Stanky for 2, and she rarely misses those. Jump ball going to the Knights of Martin Luther. Anderson enters for Stanky. And there's the coach, Wokash, checking a call or something. That could have arguably been a traveling there by Krenz. I thought she dragged the foot. That's Krenz. All right, slow. Whoa, a takedown. And that was might have gotten away with something there. I'm not sure. It's a long miss. Geistfeld the long rebound. And it's stolen. A good heads-up play by Hagen, but I think she was on the line. Or wait, what's the call? There was actually a foul. Gets it into Anderson. To Olsen. It's way off. Nice heads-up play by Hagen, and it's 2 easy points. Quinn with the ball. Floater is in. One minute to go in this first half. Cords blocked by Geistfeld. Heading the other way. It's a 2-on-4. They're going to, smart move. They're going to hold off a bit on it. And yeah, I thought Wallace lowered the shoulder a bit and charged into Hagen, but the foul is on Hagen. Prunty's not putting up much of a complaint on the call. And it's an air ball. Hoping to tie it up at the line is Wallace. Nothing but net. 21 all, 41 seconds to go. I'll hide the clock and I'll let you know what it is as it goes down. Stanky over to Lynch. Olsen, the drive. Anderson, the long two, it's off. Who's it rebounded by? It's rebounded by the Martin Luther Knights heading the other way. Krenz with over 20 seconds to go. Geistfeld slowing it down. Steinhaus, they're probably looking for the last shot. And she travels. She's not happy with herself, is Wallace. Wallace, a very good athlete, good leaping ability, as evidenced by the opening tip. 15 to go. Bulldogs hoping to probably get a last-second shot here. Break the ice, break the tie before half. And it'll count. That it is, and that's the end of the first half. And the Bulldogs, with that shot, head in to halftime with a 2-point lead, 23-21. All right, we're at half, so we're going to go to our local sponsors. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. And we are back. Second half action about 2 minutes away. Players back on the court. Not many people from the Northrop area made the trip to JWP tonight. But they certainly were on their feet clapping when the girls returned. 2-point contest. You know, two teams looking to get a win. Conference game. So you certainly want to see that happen. Bulldogs, if they win, will improve to 4-6. The Knights will get that second victory of the season, go to 2-6. I'd say the Bulldogs have the momentum going into the second half. They probably looked a little better. The Knights got off to that 8-2 lead early in the game with the Geistfeld's 8 points. She has not scored since. We'll see how it goes. You know, I want to say this one could go either way, but if I had, I'm not a betting guy, but I'd say the Bulldogs probably would be the favorite in the second half. 2-point lead notwithstanding. Even if it was the other way around, I'd probably still say the Bulldogs are the favorite, home team. But, you know, Lord only knows how the second half will go. So let's sit back and let's watch the action. Here we go. We're off. Gets it over. That's Anderson. Coming out quick. Nice screen by Morton. Oh, and that's going to be over and back. The jump ball. No, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I thought it was going to be over and back. The referee did not see it that same way. His opinion's more important than mine, more valid than mine, and everything. You know, the last thing I'd ever want to be is a referee, you know. Both sides get angry at you. You're working hard. People think they know your job. They don't know your job. They've never refereed anything, but they'll yell at you. But the life of a referee. That'd make a good movie. The life of a referee. That'd be a lousy movie. Anyway, Anderson the ball. Wolf over to Hagen. Oh, it's not stolen away. That's Anderson picks up the dribble to Morton. The handoff to Hagen. Hagen, the floater. It's in off the backboard. 25-21 Bulldogs, second half. Minutes into it, 16:54 to go. And it's tipped. Nice. She traveled, yep. She a little too much on the roll. And it's good to see Wolf back out there. I was talking to Jill Wolf's mom, Mary Wolf, by the concession area during halftime. And let me tell you something, folks. If you haven't been to the new concession area at our school, you're really missing out. They got everything. But and she was saying that Jill might have been a little injured in the first half on that roll play when everyone went down. And there's the clap. Krenz the ball. 3, there it is again. 3 in the key. They're not. You better not be in there for 3.5 or 4 because you'll be called for it. That's the 4th 3 in the key call tonight. She traveled. Cross center court. Steinhaus over to Krenz. Back to Steinhaus. Gets it down low to Geistfeld. 3 in the key again. And Wallace is the. Pardon me, folks. There was a little cough there, but the ref even said, "You got to get out of there. Can't let it by." Hagen, that's not going to go in. You could see the follow-through was not straight. It veered off to the right, and then the ball did. Hit off the right side of the rim, caromed off. Geistfeld, nice pass to Wallace. Not 3 in the key that time. Shouldn't even need half that to get that bucket. First points of the half for the Knights. Off the rim. Morton the board. 3 in the key again. And Prenti didn't like the call, but kind of a acceptance, shrug of her shoulders. That's all you can do. That's a kind of an awkward looking 3 there. What's the call now? Fouls on Drummond. That's going to be her 4th. One more, she's done. She's not happy, but that's the way it goes. Olsen to Wolf. To Hagen. Hagen the floater. It's out. Wallace the board. Secures it. Over to Krenz. Cross half court. Tipped away. It was tipped. No over and back, of course, on a tip. Nice fake there. Geistfeld, the crane pass doesn't work. And Cords and Lynch, the 2 sophomores entering the contest for the Bulldogs. I remember when Cords and Lynch were 5th graders when I student taught here back in 2011. Yeah, she traveled. Stanky enters the contest in favor of Hagen. Geistfeld, the fake, the hook, it's an air ball. Wolf the board. Prunty wants a little more urgency right now in the Bulldogs. Lynch, the ball handler, over to Wolf. Lead pass to Stanky. Stanky for 2 and in. Stanky's first points of the contest. A little over 14 minutes to go in this second half. Gray finds, who is that? Oh, that's Krenz. Krenz inside drive, left-handed layup, way off the mark. Geistfeld's off, but Wallace is in the right position, but she can't finish. And Stanky the board going the other way for the Bulldogs. She'll take it herself. Krenz providing the defense. And a foul. And the foul is on Steinhaus. I'd like to say hello to John and Annette in Lakeville. Holy smoke, someone just dropped something. Someone dropped a laptop. Well, that's not a good idea. Anyway, John and Annette in Lakeville, they're watching. Rebound, and that's going to be a takedown move by Cords there. She'll be called for that. Michelle Emery's watching in Janesville, taking care of Charlotte Emery. Just 4 of the many fans watching tonight. What a great service this NFHS is. Watch these high school games from anywhere with the internet service. The floater, it's in. 29-23 Bulldogs. Is it stolen away? It is stolen away by Olsen. And the other way, coast to coast. Nice shot there by Lynch. And we're up to 8 points, and that is the largest lead of the contest for either squad. Timeout is called by Coach Wokash. During this timeout, we'd like to invite you this upcoming Saturday. Triton of Dodge Center coming into town. It's a rare Saturday game, 4 p.m. start time, January the 9th. If you're a road fan, Friday the 8th, 7:30 tip time in Sherburne, Minnesota, Martin County West. And then next week, the 14th, the rival Waterville Elysian Morristown coming in. And then the 15th at Madelia. I was just in Madelia yesterday. 7th and 8th grade girls came away with 2 victories. Whoops, the clock's running during the timeout. I'll have to fix that. 12:35 to go in this second half. Pretty good year so far for the junior high girls. The highly touted junior high girls. A lot of people are saying that the best is yet to come when it comes to the JWP girls. And I wouldn't be surprised in a few years if a lot of these 7th or 8th graders are on the varsity roster as early as sophomores. So stay tuned for that, I suppose, with 5 senior. Is it 5 seniors? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seniors on the team. The only non-starting senior is Stanky. Geistfeld puts it up. It's out. And Geistfeld's second free throw is up. Clangs off the iron. As I've said about 3 or 4 times this broadcast. Have to get a new line. I just like the way that one sounds, I guess. Geistfeld the ball. The launch shot, and it's in. The 3 is good for Krenz. Back to a 5-point game. Little over 12 to go in the second half. Olsen to Stanky. Lynch. Lynch is hot. That's 2 in a row for her. She's up to 4 points. Stolen away, and it's a foul. And that's Cord's smart move. She was going to travel, so she threw it to where our girl could get it, not right to her. Krenz going the other way for the Knights of Martin Luther. And it's in for Quinn. Back to a 5-point game. Wolf will re-enter, as will Anderson. Budak and Stanky taking a seat. Lynch to inbound, right in front of us. Not good. Stolen away by Gray. Or Quinn, excuse me. I keep saying Gray. I don't know why. There was a quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars about 10 years ago named Quinn Gray, but that's about the only thing I can think of why I keep making that mistake. Anyway, timeout by the Bulldogs. We will take this time to go to our local sponsors. And we are back. I was listening in to Coach Prunty during the timeout. She was stressing this one is not in the bag. It certainly isn't. Anderson gets it in. During every timeout break, the Bulldogs say family, obviously to show unity with one another. My favorite timeout break is 1, 2, 3 JWP because it rhymes, but others are good as well. To Geistfeld. Oh, caught an elbow on the pass there, but trap in the corner. Wolf to Olsen. Going the other way are the Bulldogs. Stutter step dribble over to Anderson. Anderson to Lynch. Lynch cools off on that one. Out to Olsen. Shot over Geistfeld. It's not in. Cords. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. And we're under 10 minutes to go in the second half. 7-point game, excuse me, 35-28. Lynch inbounding to Anderson. For three, that's Olsen. Nothing but the bottom of the cup, and we're up to double digits for the first time. Lynch providing tight defense. Falls out. Falls out. Quinn, the rebound. The handoff to Quinn, puts it in for two. Cords, oh, I thought she traveled. Krenz the crossover. And that's a long two, I believe. That's a long two. And just like that, back to 6. And, oh, no call. I think we caught it on our camera. It looked like a knockdown. And Prunty said, what is that? But I guess it was nothing. Geistfeld, the fake. Oh, she does that nicely. Nice move there by Geistfeld. Slow and methodical, but steady. Certainly. The long two, it's off. And it's going to be a jump ball is the call. Quinn will inbound for the Martin Luther Knights. Martin Luther High School, of course, not to be confused with Martin Luther College in New Ulm. So within the vicinity of about 30 miles or so, there's two schools named Martin Luther, a high school and a college. I went to Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato when we played Martin Luther College. They're our big rival. It's up and in. 40-34 with a little over 7 to go. Forced it to Geistfeld, but there's going to be a foul on Morton. Got her hand caught in the cookie jar on that one. Kind of bad timing to put your arm in, and just wasn't Morton's fault, but just the right call certainly by the officials. And Quinn will inbound under the hoop. Geistfeld, nope, loses the handle, but there's a scrum for it. And a good show of sportsmanship there by Morton, helping Brummond, who, by the way, we know has 4 fouls and is back in the contest, up to her feet and slapping her on the back there. A show of sportsmanship. Yep. She had the move in mind before she had the ball in mind, I suppose, and that's a travel on Anderson. Brummond is back, heading down the, passes it there to Quinn. Krenz, inside drive, that's Olsen. Foul is on Olsen. That is the 4th team foul by the Bulldogs. That's Olsen's 2nd. Quinn will inbound it. And she does. Gets it to Krenz. That's Geistfeld. Brummond for 3. It's off. Rebound Hagen. Oh. Hagen landed and traveled on that one. Quinn heading the other way. To Geistfeld. She's not going to shoot a 3. She's setting like she's going to, though. Gets it. Foul on Hagen. The first free throw is in. Second one rattles out. Push pass there. Hagen. It's off. Foul's on Morton. And Prunty thought she went down. I was listening into that conversation with the ref. Prunty thought she went down on her own. The ref said no, it was a push. Nice pass. Oh, why didn't she do something with it? It was a beautiful pass and just Wokash getting in Wallace getting in the face of her coach there. That's a way to find herself to the bench. I don't know what she was thinking. You know. Kind of a strange happening there. I've never really seen that. They didn't look very happy with each other. Geistfeld The wild floater does not go in. There's a hockey check there on Morton. She goes down. And now it's a 3-on-1. Hagen can finish at the other end. 42-35 our score. Foul. But on who? Or whom? There it is, blue 1-4. And Wallace is going to head to the sidelines and skips by the coaches. Timeout is called. We'll leave it here this time. Oh boy, I kind of have to rewatch that. I don't, because what happened is, there's Mike Skinner giving the official message to promote them. But no, Wokash was given a great pass and for some reason hesitated on the shot, and nothing came of it. So she passed it off, but it just seemed like she was right there. I don't know what the story was behind it, but whatever it was, the coach called her out on it, and she didn't appreciate that. I'll correct the clock, 4:36 to go in this second half. Bulldogs with a 7-point lead, not over by a long shot, but the pace of this game, I would say it'd be very difficult for the Martin Luther Knights to overcome a 7-point deficit this late in the game based on the amount of scoring we've had thus far, but I could be wrong. They could could chip away the deficit right here at the line. That's Krenz. Whoop, we'll get the camera on the shot here. There we go. It's on the line. Heading the Bulldog way. Gets it into Olsen. Floats it over to Anderson. Wolf. No shot. And that's Lindsay Miles, who just entered the game in favor of who was that? Wallace left. That's right. And we got a scrum for it. And an assistant coach for the Knights is very furious and yelling about something. And we got a lot going on here tonight. That's why, you know what, you can't miss one of these. You have to come out live and just see them. Because, you know, we can't pick up everything on the camera. That was a great steal. Anderson, smallest girl on the team, but she got it over the outreached arms of that post player. And we're at about 4 minutes or so to go. Stolen the other way. It's Olsen. Jump stop. Falls out. The Knights get it in. Going the other way. And I think we picked that up. The official just warned the assistant coach of the Martin Luther Knights that he is an assistant coach and cannot stand up and say anything to the refs. And he said, one more time and you're getting a technical. So things heating up around here. 9-point game now. The Bulldogs looking to put the icing on the cake, if you will, on the Knights. Ooh, I don't know about that. Push on Olsen, or push by Olsen, excuse me. And we're looking at a 1-1. In the bonus are the Knights. Pardon me, folks. Sometimes the mute button's a little further away than it needs to be. And it's off the front iron. Miss. Can't afford these misses late in this game. Prunty calling for a slowed tempo. Well, you don't want to make any bad passes. They get it to Olsen. Olsen, the floater. It's off. Can they secure the rebound? They do. That's Brumman. Brumman is fouled. She'll head to the line now for the 1-1 herself. 9th team foul by the Bulldogs this half. I have yet to see who it is on. It is on Olsen. That is her 4th. Hagen re-entering the contest, for whom we will find out it is for Olsen. 3:09 to go in this second half. It's now or never for the Knights. Rattles out. You can't miss those. Geistfeld. And Geistfeld is fouled on the way up with the shot. Foul is on Brielle Corrids. That's her 3rd. And it'll be 2 shots for Geistfeld. That's the 10th team foul. So whether or not it was a shooting foul, she'll still get 2, and the first one is up and in. I believe these are Geistfeld's first points of the second half. She started the game red hot, hot as a firecracker, but slowed down after that point. Off the back iron, heading the other way are the Bulldogs. Hagen looking for someone to pass to. What's the call? Timeout was called by Coach Prunty. 44-36 is our score with 3:04 to go in this contest. The Knights looking for one last surge in this one. Oh, and Corrids dribbles it off her knee, and it will go to the Knights. And here we go again. It's Hagen who's going to inbound. Foul again. And that's Olsen re-entering the contest. 44-36 to go 2:42 left in the second half. I'm not going to say game yet because you never know. It might go into overtime. It would take a lot right now, but, you know, a win's a win. Passing it around. They're killing time. And a foul is called. That's on Brummond. And it's happy trails to you until we meet again for her. She's done. That's 5. I believe Lindsay Miles, number 10. Yes, that is Lindsay Miles. She's coming back in. 1-1. And that is Olsen at the line. Rims out. Heading the other way. Heading the other way. Yep. The moon shot doesn't pay off, and it's Hagen who's going to inbound. Corrids to Olsen. Olsen puts it in for 2. 10-point game with 2 minutes to go. Hook foul down low by Corrids on Geistfeld. Free throw up. Shot is in. It's off. Geistfeld, the crane pass. Quinn can't finish. She does the second time, though. And it's not over. To Wolf. To Olsen. And it's, yeah, why go in a zone when they can just, there's no shot clock in high school basketball in the state of Minnesota. Why? Oh boy, that's a costly turnover there. You don't want to do that. And Prunty, all she can say is, oh no, not again. Timeout. Coach Wokash. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm probably putting too much of an emphasis on the whoa, but if you've seen some of these turnovers this game, you'll know why. Already 2016, hard to believe, huh? Boy, I remember I was a fifth grader when the turn of the century happened, 99 to 2000, and that doesn't seem that long ago. 16 years into the millennium. Lots happened in those 16 years, though. .109 to go, 46 to 39 in favor of the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Knights not finished yet. The Knights of Martin Luther High School, located in Northrop, Minnesota. Geistfeld the fake again, and count the bucket. Oh, and Prunty can't believe it. She's beside herself. And the foul is on Cords. And that's, Cords is heading out. She's done for this one. And Geistfeld, a free throw away of making it a 4-point game. And it's in. Things are getting interesting here at the Doghouse. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. I'll hide the clock now, and we'll keep you in the know of what the time is. 50 seconds to go. Knights need to get a turnover or a foul here. 45 now, and it's a foul by Quinn. Hagen was fouled. I'm not sure how she is at the line, but the Bulldogs are hoping she does an okay job here. Hagen's free throw is up. Oh, it's out. Geistfeld the rebound. And she's going down full steam. Foul by Geistfeld. They said she led with the elbow. I didn't see that up here, but it must have happened. They've been placing an emphasis on that call lately, where you can't do that old elbow shove. Boy, when I was playing basketball. And Geistfeld, oh my heavens. We didn't get that on the camera, unfortunately, but Geistfeld dove for a loose ball and ended up in about the fourth row. What a hustle play. It's too bad we didn't get that on the shot for you, but you can tell by my reaction it was a great hustle play by Geistfeld, just a little short on the effectiveness of it. And I'm going to call it, timeout by the Bulldogs there. Oh, that's fine. That happens, actually. Don't worry about it. But, no, what happened is they were going for the steal there, and Geistfeld was running for the loose ball right. I'm gonna take the camera here for a moment. Right at that, you see where the fans, maybe they knew not to sit there because they knew there'd be a collision there, but right where that empty patch is. Geistfeld was going for a loose ball and tried to save it, throw it in, and then had to take a dive. And she went up. Good hustle play by Geistfeld. Thank heavens she's okay. Those are the kind of plays that earn you respect in the locker room when you're willing to do that for your team. The stack set. What are the Bulldogs going to do? 25 seconds to go, and there's a foul by the Bulldogs, yes. And that foul was on Miles. That's her first. It's up and in. She'll get a second. Now that is the double bonus, actually. Yes. Yeah, we're at 10 fouls, so it's double bonus time. And rattles out. Heading the other way are the Knights. 47-45. Or 47-42, excuse me. The three is off. Did she step out of bounds? No, it's a foul. It's in. 6-point game with 12 seconds left. They need a three. I don't know if they know that. And it's kickball is the call with 8 seconds left. They need to go for a three here. I mean, it's 6 points. Got to get a three, steal it, get another three. I don't know if twos really mean much right now. There it is. Got to put it up. It's up. It's an air ball. And we're at 4 seconds left, and it would take a modern-day miracle for this one to not go the Bulldog way. And there's a tackle. Jump ball for what it's worth with 2.4 seconds left. Timeout called by the Knights. 2.4 seconds in this one left. And I think it's gonna be night ball. So, I mean, 2.4 left. I don't know what you do. I mean, you got to get a three. So, okay, pass it, three, and then there's got to be enough time left on the clock to get a steal, and then hit another three. So, I would, it's too bad there's not a 5-point play or something where you could shoot it beyond half court and it would count for 5 points. I think that'd be kind of exciting. But I know there's some leagues that used to do that back, some minor league. Oh, there's the open shot, the three. And no, that's no basket. No, not going to count. Okay, 48-42 is our final score. The Bulldogs improved to 4-6 on the season. The Knights of Martin Luther fall to 1-7 on the season. And certainly was a very good first half. Close to the end. You can't say it wasn't close to the end when a team calls a timeout with 2.4 seconds left. So, not a bad one. Now, special attraction this upcoming Saturday. Triton of Dodge Center, Minnesota. 4 o'clock tip time. Saturday afternoon, January the 9th. Please be here for that one. I've heard that, everyone raves about this Triton youth program that they have in Dodge Center. So I've never seen Triton play live, but we'll see what they got at the varsity level. So once again, that's a 4 o'clock tip time. This has been Jace Emery with another NFHS broadcast. Wishing you a great Tuesday night. We will see you here live on Saturday the 9th.